Okay guys, we're going to put the Titan 21 turn R, the motor that comes in your TRX4, against a Holmes Hobbies 12 turn Crawlmaster Sport 550. They're both going to be running the same 11 tooth pinion gear and on 3S. Take a look. Several things I want to point out between these two motors. The Crawlmaster Sport 12 turn has a bearing up front where the Titan has a bushing. Now the bushing is probably a little bit cheaper than a bearing to put in, but the bearing just simply works a lot better. In fact, it's more efficient because when you have a load on the pinion gear, the bearing just simply turns easier. The bushing can actually load. Friction creates a little more heat. Now, the Crawlmaster Sport is also a 5-slot, as where the Titan is a 3-slot, which means the armature in here actually has 5 slots of windings, and this has 3 slots. So now Holmes will say that a 3-slot has a little bit more torque, but the 5-slot is smoother. Well, we're going to find that out. Now both motors have bushings in the back. You can see the way the brushes are set up on kind of like the arms. The brushes are little spring arms, and that's the same way on both motors for that. Now the Traxxas does have these little filter capacitors, none on here. And really, I haven't had a bit of issue with motor noise, with the modern 2.4 gigahertz systems. Just really haven't had that. They both have the little ring thing on the motor. They say it gives a little bit better torque. Okie dokie. I'll take your word for it. The truck setup is pretty standard with a Hobbywing 1080 ESC, a Castle BEC, and my signature spaghetti wiring. Yes, wires all over the place. I like my JSTs because I can move stuff in and around. I put ESCs in, out, take them out, so therefore you have all of those, so I can quickly use different combinations and setups in this truck because this is kind of a test truck. Okay, let's get some speed in. The 12 turn, first gear. Yeah. Let's see what we've got. We have 4.5 miles per hour. Second gear. Let's see what we've got here. Moving along pretty good. Let's see here. We have 10 miles per hour even. With the Titan 21 turn, let's get a speed run in. First gear. Let's see what we've got here. We have 4.7. Now let's switch it into second gear and see what we've got here. Let's see, we have 10.6. Not bad. Let's check some second gear power with the Holmes 12 turn. All right, we'll go ahead and get another launch on that. Just to confirm. Let's see here, we are. All right, let's check some power in second gear with the Titan. Not bad. We'll get another one. Pretty good. Okay, let's see how slow I can get this to go. Now, I am using the stock radio, so let's see here. This is the 12 turn. Obviously, first gear. Pretty darn slow. All right, let's see how slow we can get this thing to go here. Trying to ease just a little bit. doesn't look like it's going to crawl as slow as the Holmes. Trying to get it to go, but not quite as slow. Okay, let's check that drag brake. All right, that is 100% with a 1080 ESC, by the way. Not bad. Let's check some drag brake. Seems like maybe it's a little bit faster than the Crawlmaster. Oh well, it's working. And for this part, I'm just simply going to drive one-handed and just basically get a feel for how the motor is responding to input from the trigger and all that stuff. Doesn't seem to be any shortness of torque. Feels good. Control is there. And we've got this spot right here, which is rough when you hit it wrong. Pinch right up through that. Chances of me doing the exact same line twice across this is probably not, probably not going to happen. But hey, it's crawling right along really, really well. I pretty much held the trigger just about steady throughout all of that. So yeah, it drove fine. All right, time for the drive. Man, I got hung up there with a Crawlmaster too. Oh well. Let's see how we can drive this thing. No complaints yet. The throttle trigger is staying pretty much solid. Adjusting it a little bit. But I was doing that with the Crawlmaster as well. Let me see here. So I'm gonna pull through here. All right, pulled right up through that. I think I took just about the same line with the Crawlmaster. So we're gonna come right on across. Stock motor's doing fine. Not bad at all. And we're going to come right across here and finish this up. Not bad. Did it fine. I kind of feel maybe I may have had to work the trigger a little bit more than with the Crawlmaster. So anyway, let's take it back inside now. Well guys, the stock Titan motor actually held its own pretty darn well against the Crawlmaster. But as you guys can see, the Crawlmaster did crawl a little bit slower up the incline. Just a little bit slower, a little bit better on the crawl. As far as the overall speed, the stock Titan was 0.6 miles per hour faster than the Crawlmaster 12 turn. So with the 12 turn 5 slot, it's an effective lower KV than the 21 turn 3 slot. So that would explain that. Now, as far as the overall power goes, I didn't really see a difference. The 12 turn launched in the sand, all second gear, looked pretty darn good. The stock Titan looked about the same. So as far as one having more torque than the other, I would have to say they're about equal, in all honesty. Driving on the rocks, the feel was pretty close to the same. I would have to say maybe the Crawlmaster, I don't recall having to pull the trigger quite as much. It was just about steady all the way through that. Now, I did take this thing on a trail run with the Crawlmaster, and we were out for probably 2 hours trails, just walking. We got lost out there. Then we somehow managed to find our way back. It was a long drive. And this thing had a 2200 milliamp 3S. And it lasted almost 2 hours with the Crawlmaster 12 turn in this truck. So the whole efficiency part with the bearing, I'm pretty sure that paid off, because when we were done, it had about 10% battery left. It was that close to dumping. So, but anyway, I got to give the win to the Crawlmaster. But the Titan held its own very well. So guys, there are links in the description to get either of these motors on eBay and Amazon. They are affiliate links. So if you happen to purchase or clean out your cart with the links, it kind of helps out the channel a little bit. It's kind of like a commission thing. So guys, hopefully you liked the video, and thank you all for watching.